Hey everybody, this is Kat with Financial Fun with Kat. Um, Today's video isn't going to feel very fun. It's kind of sad. Some of y'all are in a really hard spot. Student loan repayments have started, and over 10 million people are in default. There are 10 million of you, people just like you, who are so behind on their student loans that they're looking at having garnishment of your paycheck. And that's really hard. I just want to tell you that I'm really sorry that you're going through that. And I know there's a lot of debate of whether or not it's your fault or whether or not you should pay it back. I don't want to get into that today. I want to give you, right at first, just a little bit of space to say that for many of you, what you're going through is not fair. Your parents signed you up for it. You didn't know what you were getting into. You didn't understand the weight of the debt you were taking on. You were led wrong. For others, you did have an understanding, but you thought life was going to go differently. And I can only imagine that on some level you are hurting and you're scared. I have been in a place a lot like that. We were almost $95,000 in various forms of debt. We were making 60 and we couldn't pay our bills. We did end up finding a way to do it, but it was with a lot of hardship. And I remember what that's like. And I want to tell you that you are seen. So I want you to take a minute and I want you to cry a little bit. I want you to be mad for a little bit. I want you to feel that anger for a bit. Don't do anything crazy. It's okay to feel it. And then I need you to dust yourself off and stand back up and say, okay, well, this is the situation. What am I going to do about it now? Because the truth is no matter what, the only person that can really get you out of this is you. And I don't say that to be harsh or cruel. I say it because I want to empower you. You can change your life. You don't have to stay where you're at. You don't have to continue to be a slave to your employers, only working to pay back a debt that you took out when you were 18 years old. You can make changes. You can make changes that will change the direction of your life right now. You see, when I was so far in debt, I lost hope. I lost hope that my life could get better. I lost hope that there was any reason to give up things that I wanted right then because I didn't think that things would ever change. Why would I give up my little bit of happy to pay off debt? But the truth is, you can get out. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much you're making right now. I truly believe that if you really want to change your life, you can change it. It's going to be hard. There are things that you're going to have to do, sacrifices that you're going to have to make to get there. But if you don't want to stay here where you're at, you don't have to. I believe that God has given us all the ability to do great things for this world. And that great thing looks differently for everyone. The story of your life right now could be an inspiration for someone later. The hardships you are going through right now could be the thing that inspires thousands of people to change their life. So here's what I would do, because this is what I did do. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't say that I know anything. This is just what we did. Find out what your income is. Any income that you have that's coming in. Have any money in the bank, any interest that you get on that money, your normal paychecks, write it down at the top of a sheet of paper. You don't need a nap. You don't need to spend any money. Grab a simple sheet of paper. It can be the back of some junk mail. Top of your list is your mortgage and your rent. Then food, because you need to eat. Nothing fancy. This isn't the time for going out. Not until you can make some room in your budget for it. We cut it out completely at first, and then we brought it back pretty quick. But right now, a lot of money. There are some great emergency meal videos on YouTube. $25 for a family of 40 for a week sort of thing. Crazy, crazy good videos out there. Go find a couple. Copy what they do. Don't make it hard. Go find something crock pot meals, Instapot meals, something really easy for you to do. And you set a budget based on that emergency food budget, because this is an emergency. They're taking your income. Next, you're going to find out what your utilities cost. Your water, gas, electric, trash, anything like that. Those are going to go on there. You need to keep the lights on. You need to have water, okay? Don't stay up to date on your credit cards and not pay your electric bill or your rent. You need basic living. So keep that going. You're going to want to make sure you stay up to date on your car. You need that most likely to get to work, to take your kids to school, to do basic things. Stay up to date on your car payment. Make sure you're paying your car insurance. Budget for gas. Now, I'm not talking about being able to drive 2 hours away to go to see friends. I'm talking about just what you need to get to and from work, to and from school. Maybe download an app like Upside and see if you can get a little bit of cash back for the gas you're already having to buy. But budget as little as possible for gas, just enough to get you to and from the essentials for now. Now I'm going to stop. I know this is scary. Fun is coming back into your budget. I promise you, this is only for a little bit of time. I remember feeling like, wow, my life is gone. It's over. I'm never going to have anything nice ever again. I'm never going to be able to do anything fun again. You will. This isn't forever. It's only for a time. I promise you that if you will do this hard thing now, and if you commit to it, in the end, you are going to get ahead. You're going to get to the point where you're going to be able to do those fun things and not have to worry and not stress about things, okay? I promise you. I promise you, you can. All right, next on the essentials list, these are survival basics that you need. Your cell phone. I'm not talking about your smartwatch. I'm not talking about a tablet that you decided to have an extra line for. Just your basic cell phone. You need to keep that. If you are able to, I want you to see if you can take your phone to a different carrier. If you're someone who's got a $200, $300, $400 phone plan, you need to start looking around. Take action. This isn't time for extras. You have to cut back. So contact your cell phone provider, see what you can do to cut that. You're also probably going to need to keep internet. If you work from home or if you have children who need internet for school, you need to keep that. But you don't need the highest line. Call your provider. Once again, see if they offer something cheaper. Unless you absolutely have to have it for your job, this isn't the time. You need to cut back to the bare bone for now. All right, now after you have listed your income and all of your bare bones survival basics of expenses, you're going to subtract it all out. If you have any extra, you're going to start making minimum payments on your debts. List them out by priority. Anything that's secured, maybe that's what you prioritized on something that's unsecured, like a credit card. That's why we made sure to pay on your car versus a credit card. You don't want to lose the car. A credit card can come after you in time, but they're more likely to work with you if you get behind. But the goal is ultimately you want to pay your debts, no matter how you got into this mess. And it's a mess, and I am so sorry. You are on the hook for them. So you got to make sure that you make those minimums. If you can make all the minimums, and that is all you've got, congratulations, you just made a budget. It is a rough budget. It is a hard budget, but those basics will keep your head above water and allow you time to figure out how you can earn more money. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm already working a job and a side hustle, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. You want me to work more? Well, no, not necessarily. Earn more. Your time is worth something. Yes, you're going to be working hard. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be working more hours. This is the time to start putting your brain to work. Now that you've got the basics, you're out of crisis mode, you can start thinking again. How can I turn this around? How can I find a way to increase my income? It might mean a job change. It might mean adding skills to your plate. It might mean you need to drop the side hustle. You have to drop DoorDash for a different side hustle that will pay you more per hour. If you're only working 1 job right now, it might be time to pick up DoorDash, and then you need to start tackling your debts. You've got to start increasing your cash flow. What cash flow is your income minus your expenses. The difference between those is your cash flow. You need that number to get bigger and bigger. That cash flow is then going to go be put on your debts to pay them off. Every time one's paid off, you don't have that payment anymore. Your cash flow gets bigger. A bigger cash flow means you have a buffer between you and life, and you don't have to do this forever. Now, I know that's hard to hear. You already work hard. It's not fair that anyone has to work more than a full-time job to have the basics. Unfortunately, that is the world we live in right now. But it doesn't have to stay that way. If you can think your way through this problem, I truly believe that you're going to find a path where that isn't the way it is forever. There are jobs out there that will allow you to only work 1 job and still pay your basics, maybe with extra, but I can't do that for you. That's something that you have to do. You know your skill set. What are you naturally good at? God has given us the ability to do things, and they're all different. If you are really good at working on cars or fixing something, maybe you are extremely artsy. I'm not. My daughter is. That is something that you might be able to do. You might be able to teach others to do. You might be able to create something that nobody else could create, fix something nobody else could fix, and earn a good living doing so. Start writing down your strengths. Play into the things you're good at. These are the basic things that we did to pay off our debt. the exact things we did. And when we started, we really thought it was going to take us 5 years to pay off the mountain of debt that we had. And we thought it was going to be that we didn't have any fun, we didn't eat out, that we didn't go anywhere and do anything. That didn't end up being the case. We started in faith, knowing that even though it looked really bleak, that we could come out on the other side. And we were committed to working through that whole 5 years, knowing that it could even take longer if something bad were to happen. But the thing is when you decide you're going to change, something shifts. At first, I think it gets harder. Like there's 1,000 obstacles in your way, testing if you're going to keep going. But things start changing. It's like your luck starts changing. It ended up taking us less than 3 years to pay off our debt. And some things happened within there that we could not have predicted. Huge, huge blessings. And if we hadn't have started, if we hadn't have taken ownership for decisions that we made and taken ownership for the debts that we had, even some of them that weren't our fault, if we hadn't have done that, I don't think those good things would have happened. I don't think that we would have seen them as the blessings that they were, and I think we would have squandered those blessings, and we wouldn't be where we are today. And so I'm here to tell you that even though it looks really bleak for you, it doesn't have to stay that way. It didn't stay that way for me, and it doesn't have to stay that way for you. What you choose to do when things get hard is who you are. And you don't have to choose the same thing you've always chosen. You can choose differently and see different results. So I don't want this video to get too long, but I want to end on a note of encouragement. No matter how bleak things look right now, no matter how deep you're having to cut, I can tell you that if you choose to do it, it'll be worth it. Know that I'm rooting for you. I don't know you. I don't know your situation, but I do truly want things to change for you. I want things to get better for you. And I believe that if things get better for you, you can reach out and you can help someone else. I believe that if you change your life, you can reach out and help someone else. And then they can go and they can help someone else. And we can change this world. We can make this world not such a bleak and dark place. So go have a cry. Be angry. Do what you need to do. But then I'm going to challenge you to dust yourself off and decide what you're going to do, because you can change it. You can change your future. I believe in you. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm nothing special. I promise you, you're more special than I am. I want to hear about it. I want to hear your story. I want to hear how you're going to change the direction of your life. Take action, guys. Thank you for being here. If you are still listening to this, I just want to tell you, you are a gift. I appreciate you. Thanks for listening. Thank you. Bye.